Hey guys, how you doing? Gonna be working on the skid steer again. Been pretty busy doing a home reno, so I haven't had much time to work on the skid steer. I got about 25, 30 hours since I last did the idler wheels, and I put the sealed ball bearings in, and so I'm gonna take it apart now and um, inspect it and see how they are holding up. Seems like so far they're holding up better from what I can tell, because every 20-25 hours my bearings failed. The ones that were brand new failed within the first 20 hours. I repacked them. There's some comments that there's a better way to do it, but the factory ones failed. The new idler wheel I received with the sealed bearings, they failed. So right or wrong, whether I did it correct or not, they're still failing. So the ball bearings, I think, are going to be better, but let's take it apart and see. So I'll just show you the machine, and I got 106 hours. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm gonna get after it, and I'll just show you the wheel. There's the seal. Looks good. Pretty dirty, but yeah, everything looks pretty good. So only way to tell is to get it apart. So let me take it apart. I don't need to show you that. Watch my other videos if you want to see how I did that. And let's have a look. Okay guys, I got this wheel off, and you can see how dirty it is. I scraped all the mud, so you can see a lot of dirt and mud's getting in there, and it's just forcing itself in between the shaft and the seal, and I just don't see any way to avoid it. One person had a really good idea. I think I'm going to try it, is put a larger pipe around this, and it'll just help some of the dirt maybe not get packed in there so much, but also the rocks. It will deflect the rocks better. So I think I'm going to try and find a short piece of pipe, put it on here. It'd only be about maybe half an inch, and then just kind of roll around there. So I think that's a pretty good idea. So I'm gonna work on that when I put this back together. But let's see what this seal looks like. Okay, seal came out fairly easy. Had more trouble in the past. Oh yeah, lots of dirt in there. You can see, hopefully you can see. Yeah, the dirt's getting packed in there. And the ball bearing, you can see the seal on the ball bearing. So seems to be intact. So that's good. Yeah, it turns by hand. Turns by hand, okay, but it sounds like there's maybe a little bit of dirt in there. So that's what that side looks like. That was the inner side, the left-hand stand on the machine, the left-hand side, which I seem to have more issues on that side. I don't know if it's the way I turn. Yeah, this side is pretty clean because I washed the skid steer down before I put it away, because it was pretty muddy. Okay, this seal probably gonna wreck it. That's okay, I got new seals. Someone suggested put a screwdriver in it and a screw in it, and then just pull the screw out. So that's not a bad idea. Lots of good comments. Appreciate that. Okay, this one doesn't want to come out too easily. Come on. This one I really hammered in there, I guess. Come on. Come on, Martha, get out of here. Okay, we'll try putting it along the shaft. See if I can force it up that way. This seal is toast anyway. Just as long as I don't damage the shaft, that's the main thing. Okay, that doesn't want to come out for me. I think I'll try the suggestion that one guy had. See if I can find a small sheet metal screw. Yes. I'm sure that'll work. Come on. Boy, this thing really wants to fight me. That's not a good old screw. Something that's a little sharper. I don't know if you can, oh, well, you can see that. Okay. Let's get a drill. Guess I could use a tech screw, the one that used for drilling. Okay, we're gonna use a tech screw. This is a normal screw. Not sure if everyone's familiar with what a tech screw is. That's a tech screw. It has like a drill bit on the end. Except I need one that for number 8, which I have a million screws here, but they're all different. Okay. Oh, that's a different head. Okay. I don't want to bore you with this. Okay, what we're going to do is just change the heads. So there's 2 different ways to skin a cat. Come on. There we go. That went in easy. Okay, let's see how this is gonna work. Oh, hey, that worked pretty good. That seal was really in there. So thanks to the guy who gave the suggestion, put a screw in there. That worked pretty good. Okay, so it's, I can see, not as dirty as the other side. So I think that seal was obviously sealing a little better. See, there's a line around where the seal was running. Hopefully you can see that. Anyway, seal doesn't look too bad. It's a little rusty, and that I'm sure is because I washed it down. So I need to clean this place up. Like I say, I'm doing a renovation in the house, and I just got crap everywhere. Okay, get the C-clamp out. Yeah, she's in there. I can get my puller out. I'll just give her a little shot of WD. Always helps it move a little better. But the seal's intact. I guess that was the main thing. The rubber seal and the ball bearing's intact. So it's doing its job. Dirt was getting in there, but didn't penetrate that seal. I'm gonna take the C-clamp out on this side. On the other side, let's see how this guy is doing. Okay. kind of clean it up with the WD. So I'm not going to be able to repack these. If these are bad, then I'll just need a rag. I would just put a new one in. But I'm liking this. I think this is going to be the way forward. Certainly in better shape than the other ones. Yeah, the other roller bearings, they were really bad shape. The dirt really got in there. As soon as it gets past the seal, it's getting right into the bearings, where this ball bearing, it has this seal in here, so it's just another layer of protection. And the other thing I did, I had to put a spacer in here because the bearing is a little narrower, so I put just a narrow washer. And thinking about it, I should have put the washer on this side instead of the inner side, because the washer will help protect this rubber seal here. So the dirt is going to hit the washer instead of the seal. Ideally, if I can find a washer the right size that doesn't, that is, you know, the full size of the bearing, that'd be perfect. The one I found that was the right thickness was not quite as big as the bearing. So I just have to find a thinner washer, or I find a washer that I can shave down, which that could be a real pain to, you know, to grind it down to the right thickness so the C-clamp will, you know, be tight in there. But it feels good. The bearings feel good. You know, there's no play in it. Side to side, up and down, all around. She's yeah, she's a little rusty, and that's because I using the pressure washer to hose it down after. A little bit of WD here will help with the rust. But yeah, I think she's ball bearings are the way to go. Definitely for 25, 30 hours since I put these in, they're in great shape. What I'm going to do, I think, instead of taking these out and just throwing new ones in, I'm going to keep running it. I'll put new seals on, and I'm going to run this longer, and then, you know, maybe another 10, 15 hours, and then take it apart. But they feel good. Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's any dirt grinding in there. The other ones, you could just hear it. I think it was maybe on the seal, because you can see that shaft is a little rusty there, and the seal, you know, was rubbing on that. So I think maybe that was kind of the noise I was hearing. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. Sorry it took so long. You know, life gets in the way of doing this stuff. Anyway, got to keep up with your maintenance, which I've been a little lax on. So I guess that's it for this review. I'll take the other one apart, and if, you know, it looks really bad, then I'll extend the video. But if it's like this, you know, I'll just clean it up a little bit, put it back together, and away we go. So that's kind of the update. It's December 2024, and I don't know how many hours it's going to get. We're in the rainy season where we are in British Columbia, and so it's hard to get out there. It's just too much of a mess. So yeah, I will update you on how things go. But ball bearings, and you probably want to know the number. It's 6205 2RS. That's the ball bearing number that I got. So I hope I'm onto something here. Again, seem to be lasting better than the original bearings it came with. So I'll just wrap this video up. thanks for watching. Sorry it took so long to get the update out to you guys. Appreciate the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Okay, I think I'm gonna try, I was just talking about, so out of the way, is I just got a PVC coupling, and I'm gonna cut that. It's not gonna damage anything, it'll just break apart if something gets jammed in there, so I don't think it's gonna hurt anything, it can only help. So I'm gonna try that. Easiest thing to get in here. That's I know a rock might just break this thing apart, but it's not very thick. There's not a lot of room in there, so just have that just kind of, you can see it just play around between the seal and where there's the plate. That you might be too thick. So it's not going to be able to accept anything too wide. I'll go a little smaller, a little narrower. And I think it might help. Anyway, we're on a trial and error here. I don't think it'll hurt anything. I'll just try it and see what happens. You know, we're experimenting. You know, I could get a metal collar, probably 1 inch. What is, I can measure that. Is there, yeah, this is a 3/4 inch PVC. So a 3/4 inch coupling, you could cut that, a metal one. So yeah, it's just gonna be pretty thin. I didn't cut it straight, but we're just gonna try this concept to see if that helps anything. I don't think it'll hurt anything, put it that way, so do one on each side and into the vise. Gotta go a little further out. Okay, easy peasy. We got one for each side. Gotta put the C-clamps, the seals on, obviously. Put that on, put that on. Yeah, I think can't hurt. We'll give that a try. Okay, I'll get all this together and try and get some hours on when I can and give you guys another update on how these ball bearings are holding up for the idler wheels on the Chinese mini skid steer. Okay, I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Okay, I got a little piece cut. Just kind of cleaning the sharp edges off. Anyway, I'm just going to put that on just like that. See, there's a notch for where it holds it in the machine. So I'll just put that there and that'll just flop around and, you know, hopefully it will help with the dirt. I don't know. We'll see if it makes any difference, but it's worth a try. Easy to do, and yeah, we'll do the other side. And anyway, that's what that looks like. Hope it works. Okay, you can see the mess. Got the G310 here. Got to do some work on that this winter. Part of my reno stuff. Anyway, task at hand here. Working on the skid steer. So proof of concept here. This is what I put in here. Looks like I can go a little bigger. But this is the idea. I'm going to try it with these plastic PVC coupling that I cut. And if it seems to help or work, then I'll maybe go to steel. Or maybe the plastic will be just fine. Help just keep the dirt from getting in there. So did it kind of on both sides. Kind of hard to see. Anyway, it's on both sides. So Something different. Haven't seen anyone do it, but thanks for the guy who gave me that idea. And we'll see how it works. And a little dirty. Been putting hours on it. Been getting lots of work done with this thing. Certainly paid for itself. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.